on the left wing, pulls up in the Tulsa zone, drives it off the backside of his teammate Pleskach, and starting back is Lee, and he shovels it to the line, intercepted or taken by Shinechny, and he forwards to Jubinville, who gives to Fisher, who centers and a score. Oh, a perfect setup for Pleskach, who directed it past Robinson. Nothing Josh could have done with that.
No, certainly it wasn't. What a great play by Tulsa. Jubinville, far side of the ice to the near side. Put it right on the tape of Fisher, and then Fisher returned a centering pass right on the tape of Pleskach, who redirected it home in front of Robinson. You're right, nothing he could do about it. It's just perfect tic-tac-toe, tape-to-tape passing by Tulsa, and they get on the board first with a 1-0 lead with 9:36 to play here in this first period. But
3:04 remaining in the opening 20. Mavericks down against the Oilers 1-0. Flickered over on the far side and given a ride around the wall in the Tulsa end of the rink. Back to the blue line, Alber swings it cross ice, and a drive by Lee, and a score! Marty Lee ripped a heat-seeking missile from the left point, and the Mavericks have tied the game 1-1. Another power play goal.
John Scott Dixon got up in front of the net, got his 6'3", 214 frame in front of the netminder, completely screened him. He never even saw it. Lee let it rip from up top, and he got it up over, really up over the helmet almost of the netminder, above his glove side, top shelf, where I believe you were sensibly proud. That's where you say Grandma keeps her cookies.
Into the Tulsa end of the ring, picked up by TJ Keg at the red line, and he saucers the disc into the Maverick zone, fired right back out, and Thinel hits Courtney, one man back. That's Lutz. He scores! Well, Andrew Courtney did what Marty Lee did just a moment ago. Top shelf, where Grandma keeps the cookies. The Mavericks up 2-1.
Perfect pass from Sebastien Thinel. There's no surprise there. Right to the tape of Andrew Courtney. Courts gains the blue line. Twisted wrister as he goes up top shelf over the blocker side of the netminder. And just like that, the Mavericks go from trailing 1-0 to the 2-1 lead as Courtney gained his own. Goaltender wasn't screened or anything. Courtney just let her rip and got it past Brandon Anderson to Anderson's right over on the blocker side.
Slides it around the wall, and it comes to Andrew Courtney, who saucers it outside of his own end. Grabbed by Thinel. He is hit by Obermeyer. Couldn't track down the puck. And the Oilers try and clear their zone. They finally do. Now entering the Tulsa third is Sparks. Hands off. Back to Sparks. Redirected wide. And a score! Oh, Sparks just directed it wide. The puck came out in front of the net. The opportunity by Sparks was to the netminder Anderson's left. It came out to his right. A wide open goal about as big as the Grand Canyon, and not missing Andrew Courtney, his second goal of the game. Big moment in this hockey game, actually. The Mavericks up 3-1. The Oilers with a great opportunity. If the Mavericks keep them off the board, well, then that could give them even more momentum, but they scored. Nice backhand shot past Robinson, and the lead of the Mavericks has been cut a bit. It's 3-2.
He made the initial save. The rebound bounced out in front of the slot area to just about the hash marks. And I mean, I'm talking, it's stood there forever. The puck just lay there forever, but a couple of Mavericks, Stevenson and Patch Alber, were caught up in front of the nets. They were trying to tie up the Oiler players. The other two Mavericks players just couldn't quite get to the puck.
Noble a shot. Oh, it went through and kicked out by Robinson. Now the Mavericks outside of their own zone into the Tulsa end. Taking it away, Noble. He blisters it around the wall. Taken back by Thinel, who centers. Oh, it rung off the pipe. Now Courtney scores! Andrew Courtney, the first hat trick by the Mavericks this season, as he stretched the twine against goaltender Anderson. The Mavericks up 4-2, and now the hat's going on the ice. Courtney from most likely Sparks and Thinel. And the Mavericks, very important that they come back after Tulsa scored on the power play, and they do. This goal at the 5:02 mark, so they answered it just 33 seconds after Tulsa. Oslanski has it knocked away from him. Spinning for the Oilers, Drew Fisher, who trickles it to Pleskach in back of the goal. Pleskach scores. Oh my gosh. There was about a quarter of an inch opening in the 5-hole, and he found it. So what will happen with the momentum now? The Mavericks scored 33 seconds after the Tulsa Oilers had pulled to within one. Then Tulsa comes back 25 seconds after a goal by Pleskach. Oilers into the Maverick third. Centering effort propelled aside by Stevenson. Down goes Jubinville, back to his skates, and as it's fired to the blue line, Jordy Woodrick hammers it off the wall. There's a race for it in the Tulsa end. Downing centers in a shot. Oh, Alber was robbed, but a score! Alber was, as I said, just robbed by Anderson, but the puck ricocheted out to Jack Downey, who drove it home. The Mavericks have their 2-goal lead back, 5-3.
Downing with one hand, sweeping left-handed poke check of the puck across the center of the ice, across the slot to Alber. You're right. He was robbed by the right pad of Brandon Anderson, but the rebound kind of fluttered out towards the near side face-off circle.
It goes there is Courtney. See if he can fling it the length of the ice from here. He's unable to, but it goes to Sebastien Thinel, moving goalward. Burgers! He scores! We're getting burgers!
Oh, and I tell you what, Thinel is not happy at all, and this could start something. Fisher took a slash at him, which is totally uncalled for. Fisher had no chance to do anything, and he took a slash at Thinel. Thinel is going to bury the puck. The game is over. Just a dirty play by Fisher, and I'll say it. It's a dirty play by Fisher to make a slashing attempt at the back of the knee like that at Thinel. Thinel swung his stick back towards him, had words for him, and that's what the pileup is back behind the nets.
The horn sounds. The Oilers into the Maverick end. Kyle O'Kane centers. No one can get the shot away. The rebound, Jared Brown picks an opening and clears it into the Tulsa end, and the game has come to an end. The Mavericks, well, another come-from-behind victory, something that they hadn't seen for a while. Now they have 3 in their last 5 games, Ryan.
They certainly do. They have